Welcome back to It's a Graham and Matt podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Graham. I just fucking broke popcorn.
And I'm Alan.
Graham's just chowing down on some popcorn today.
Should I take a swig right now?
Take
I'm
a
just gumming it because I have no teeth
dude,
left.
just take like a 3-second shot, dude. Just like 1, 2, 3.
Oh God, no!
We'll challenge. Do it. See, this is why.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Uno, dos, tres. That trace came a little quick there, Alan.
Wow. That's a lot.
Just like that, Alan is ready for the show.
That's about $36 in shots at a bar right there.
That's true. You
And
know,
the blackened.
So like on Twitch lately, I accidentally started a new game, I think, with one of the dudes that I play a lot with. Bill 9 is his name. Bill 9 Psy Guy. And basically we each have this channel redemption thing on our Twitch where it's take a shot for him. Mine is take a sip of spicy water. And so it's like I just take a sip of beer or whatever I'm drinking. But we also have a thing where if we're gifted subs, or like if somebody gifts a sub to our channel, or if somebody subscribes to our channel, we also take a drink. And like the other day was awesome. Like he started his stream, and between gift subs from me and like redemptions, he must have taken like 10 shots in 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, he was hammered. Just obliterated. It was hilarious.
You ever tried 60 and 60?
60 shots in 60 minutes?
Yeah.
That sounds like you'll die.
Yeah, well, you got to do it with like beer.
What?
Oh yeah, you know what? I thought about the Century Club. I've heard of like 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes.
Yep.
Like
I was gonna say,
I hear something like that. I'm like, that's easy.
60 and 60. We used to do that sitting around the campfire in Bemidji. Well, I did.
60 and 60 or 16 and 60?
60
No,
and
60. Remember how I used to get my bottle of Route 100 and just down that? Sitting around the fire?
There ain't 60 shots in one bottle, dude. Like,
no. when
like,
you're sipping like you're kissing for the first time.
Yeah.
Then there is.
No, I was just
I've always wondered about the Century Club because like I'm just like, yeah, I could easily do that. That's nothing. But like you got to think. So how many ounces are in a can of beer?
12
ounces. So it's 2 ounces, right?
Yeah.
So 2 times 6, right? So that's 12 ounces. So that's one beer every 12 minutes. So 100 divided by 12, that's only 8 beers in 120 minutes. That seems wrong.
No, okay, that's about right. But you also got to realize like the reason why it's so hard is because you're like the way that you're intaking it. It ends up being more because there's a time limit on your 60 seconds too.
Yeah, because it's 2 ounces of beer every 60 seconds. So every 12 minutes. So that's 12 times.
It's the foam buildup, though.
12 times.
I was gonna say you'd almost have to do it with a flat beer, otherwise you're gonna be like.
Oh, that's almost worse.
It has to be the worst beer.
So Graham's favorite Busch.
Oh, Busch, like good. I like.
It's gotta be something like it's gotta be something nasty like Mickey's or something.
Oh yeah, that.
The hand grenades.
Like a lot of people would say like Hams, but I actually kind of like Hams. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I love Hams beer.
Hams is good.
My dad used to drink Heineken before the recession.
That's gross. Heineken's gross.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of that.
I'm not into Heineken.
He used to drink that high class hoity-toity beer, and then the recession hit, and he dropped down to Hams, Schmitty's. Love Hams.
Schmitz.
Love Schmitty's. Oh yeah.
I still remember
when I drink beer, I'd like to drink them.
I still remember one time we were going to a show and Graham's like, "Oh, I'll buy beer for the first night." We're like, "Okay." And then he shows up with this 24-pack of of Busch Light, but it was the hunting edition with like the blaze orange all over it.
Oh God.
And this was this was in the summertime.
No, this was like in March. So I mean, it was still like deep discounted, but
none of us touched it. So Graham had to take it back.
Matt drank it. I didn't take it back. Well,
it's because Matt was a dumbass. Not this Matt. This is a different Matt.
What do you? So wait, did we talk about? Okay, so Hams is good.
Yeah.
Got from the Sky Blue Waters, dude. That's really good. I've never had like Schlitz or like old style. I've never had that.
Old style's good. Schlitz disgusting.
I'm a big fan of PBR.
PBR is good. Alan, what was my favorite beer when we lived together?
Oh my God. Was it? It wasn't. It wasn't Bud Light. That was Colorado.
Nope. Oh wait, Milwaukee what?
It was Milwaukee's Beast on Ice.
The Beast! Beast Ice, dude.
The Beast on Ice.
Beast Ice was the best, dude.
Yep.
Like I remember when we lived with Graham, or not with Graham, when we lived with Joel too. Like I remember they had a Halloween party and I was like 20. And I'm like, hey, can you get me some beer, Joel, for this party? And he shows up with a 6-pack of non-alcoholic Coors. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Didn't I end up buying you beer?
Nobody bought me beer. Like people were like sneaking me shots, but I was like, "Are you serious? You're gonna treat me like I'm 16 right now, dude? Like I'm in your garage. I'm not gonna do anything."
By the way, it's Joel's birthday today.
It is. Oh, really? Joel's birthday.
Happy birthday, Joel.
Yeah. We don't ever get to watch this, but happy birthday, Joel.
I wanted to be like, dude, do you know how many times I've smoked weed in this garage, and you're gonna tell me I can't have a beer in here?
I don't know how many times Ben Galloway has had sex in his house.
You know what? When he lived there, I don't think he had sex there ever.
Oh,
really?
Nope. Because he never brought Ruth over. I mean, Ruth, I think. I remember Ruth let Alan put his hands underneath her sweatshirt once.
Oh,
and he's just like, okay.
Yeah. And then I was like, no way, because she wanted me to come up because she ended up renting a room and she wanted me to come up there that night. And I'm like,
by the way, Ruth's my cousin.
Is she really?
Oh, really? That's a girl for you, Alan.
Like,
you could just call her Ruth.
Twice removed or something like that, 3 times removed.
Let's see what. So yeah, there was the Milwaukee's Best, dude.
Yep.
Milwaukee's Best is super good. So I used to drink that all the time. I don't even know how I bought it, because like I didn't. Did you go buy it for me, Alan?
I'm pretty sure I bought it. Yeah. I'm absolutely certain because I used to bring my brother was 16 years old and he used to come up and I'd buy him beer and liquor and
yep.
And then someone would provide him with the green.
Well, it was funny because like we got drunk at that house so many times. Like Joel would be gone. We played Waterfall with Alan's little brother. Like, and then there was the one time that like there was this dude we were working with at Target named Gary, and we had a party, and he it was Gary and the Hongo and all that, and like Gary got pissed drunk on brandy, and I still to this day don't know whether he jerked off or pissed on the floor. I'm pretty sure he pissed on the floor. It was like 3 a.m. We were watching Fight Club or something like that, and Gary's passed out on the floor. Drank a whole bottle of E&J.
Yep.
Just fucking pissed all over the fucking floor. I was like, no.
Do you remember when I can't remember our neighbor lady's name.
I don't.
Margaret.
Remember when Margaret's grandkids were out and like?
Oh yeah, because her
granddaughter was
smoking hot.
Yeah, and she was hitting on my brother like mad hitting on him, and then like her brother was like getting super pissed off. Like ended up like tipping my brother over and like in the chair, and my brother almost like kicked the shit out of him. Which you don't want to pick a fight with my little brother. He will.
I fought your brother naked, dude.
I remember that.
We were like Greco-Roman wrestling all over Joel's house. It was great.
But like then after all that happened, like that like killed the mood. Like we were sitting around the fire, and then we're like, oh well, we're gonna go to bed. So like all of this ended up going in, and they're like, oh, can we use your bathroom? I'm like, yeah. And like I remember laying in my bed, and I could hear him like talking to her in the bathroom, like, you're dating my best friend. You're doing this.
Oh yeah,
You
I
remember
remember you
that?
telling me about that. I remember you telling me about that. Yeah,
And like
yeah, dude.
we're just sitting there dying, and we're like, oh, I'm just like, oh my god, please leave my house.
Yeah.
You guys remember that time that Alan tried to finger my butt at a band show?
What?
Nope, I don't remember that, but I would like to hear about
Alan,
that.
like, what?
I think Graham is imagining things, and
He's like, that never happened.
I think that was either Brett or Jason.
Alan's gonna edit this out too, by the way.
Probably.
Does that mean we have to record a natural segue? Yeah, I really wanted those people to leave the bathroom too. Dude, like Joel's house was like, I mean, I think apart from when I moved out after I got married and moved into the house in Nymore, I think like we had like the best drinking times at Joel's, just party times in general.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember the first time I ever smoked weed with Derek was over there because him and Terry came over and they're like, "You guys want to smoke?" We're like, "Fuck it." And so it's like, uh, our friend that starts with a J. We won't go into who. And then you, and then I don't know. I don't remember. Was Bill there?
Yep, he was.
Was he? No, I don't think
No,
he was
no,
there that
no,
time.
he wasn't.
Nope.
Yeah.
It was just you and the other person. And then
Yep.
we all like got super high in the garage. And like Alan and I are sitting on this couch looking at, because okay, so a little backstory. Alan and I basically like converted Joel's garage into like
the
ultimate
back
man
half.
cave. Yeah, the back half into like the ultimate man cave. So like we had like a baller sound system in there. We had like black lights and like we had like this white table. Remember that table, Alan?
Oh
That
yeah, dude.
everybody would sign and stuff, and then
Yep.
like under the black light it would all glow. Oh man, that was awesome. We had like
Dude.
bottles everywhere that we put highlighter in, so they were all glowing. And like, so Alan and I would just go in there and chill all the time.
Yep.
And like Derek came over and we all smoked weed in there. And this was back when like none of us had really smoked weed. And like I remember Alan and I just so high, sitting on this couch, listening to like Pink Floyd. Like, oh my god!
Yeah, and remember, I turned to you and I was like, "Dude, do you feel like you're on a train in space?" And you're like, "Yeah,
yeah," because like the stereo had the equalizer going
Yep,
up, and I was
yeah.
like, I was just sitting there like, "This is awesome, dude." There are so many songs that I listen to now that we listened to during those nights where I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember exactly the time and space. Like I remember that was the first time I'd listened to like Flight of the Conchords.
Yep.
And like I can't listen to Flight of the Conchords now. Like certain songs I'm thinking about that garage.
Yep.
Like
Dude,
that's
that
what brought us
was
together.
that was also where like I discovered The Orb, which is like EDM. You remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
You might have been like way out of it. But like every time
I was pretty stoned.
But they're like an ambiance type EDM.
Huh.
And like I just like every time I listen to it, I instantly same thing, like just like certain songs you just go back to that.
Yeah.
And like we used to get ripped and listen to Hootie and the Bullfish and sing along from front to back.
Oh god. You know what?
I don't like or Counting Crows.
Yep.
Like that makes you sound really old, number one. But number two, like that does sound awesome. Like that would be cool, just like sitting in a car or something like that, just parking your car and smoking, just being like,
or it'd be like those ones were like with one side of my friend zone, then my other side it would be Sepultura and Megadeth.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome too,
dude.
Like dude, it's crazy because like when you first start smoking weed, like the very first like maybe 5 times you do it, it's so surreal. Like
yeah,
I remember the first time I got stoned, I was I had to have been 17, and like I just started working at Burger King, and I was dating this girl named Courtney, and my buddy Zach Brown. I was like, yeah, dude, I've never done it. I'd love to sometime. And he's like, and then Courtney's like, hey, we're gonna go to this person's house. They're having a get together. I'm like, all right, cool. And then so like my buddy Zach, he's like, hey, come in this room. And he's like, hey, I told this dude we were gonna get high. He's never been high before. Let's do this. I'm like, and the guy was like, all right, cool. And so like it was like 8 of us in this bedroom and like just passing it. And I've never laughed so hard in my life the entire time. And like we like came up with this like passphrase, like because if anybody knocked on the door, they had to like say the password, and the password was Bubrik. and like that we'd be like, what's the password? Like, I don't know what the fucking password is, dude. And then some dude walked in, he's like, oh god, it smells like Vietnam in here.
Oh my god.
And yeah, and it's like I feel like I've been trying to chase that dragon ever since. I remember my grandma, she went to the Dominican Republic, and I've told her this story too. Like she knows about it, and it's we have a joke that I tell her everything bad that I did now that I'm older because it's funny now. But she went to the Dominican Republic, and like I skipped school that day, and my buddy had given me some weed, and I'm like, all right, girl, let's fucking smoke this weed. And so like I remember like I smoked it, and I went upstairs to my bedroom, turned off the lights, and covered my whole head with a blanket, and put on headphones. And like I would like close my eyes and listen to music, and like it literally felt like I was like in a music video. Like,
oh yeah,
just amazing, just like closed eye hallucinations like crazy. It was fantastic, dude.
my first time was with you actually.
Oh, I believe it.
No, it was, remember, because we had like sat and talked about it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't.
Well, I think the first time you smoked it was with Derek.
Yeah, it was, yeah, and then like,
yeah,
and then like we brought out like my acoustic bass, and he had brought his guitar, and you went and grabbed like Joel's.
Oh no,
Joel's
that
guitar?
was a different.
Oh, that was different.
The first time you ever got smoked, you ever got high was when we were in the garage listening to music in the man cave.
Yep, that's right. Yep. And I just remember like sitting there and just like, oh my god,
it's a trip, dude. It's a trip. Like, because I mean, like as you guys know, like I used to smoke every day, like all day, every day, in college, and like it was so great, like especially when we lived with Derek. Like I'd get home from work or before class or something, we'd all get up. Derek and I would go we'd go into the porch, smoke a bowl, and just fucking jam for hours on guitar. And Alan would come over sometimes, smoke with us, to bring his bass, and we'd just jam.
I remember the first time we did that. Remember, like we sat in there, and your wife was like we sat in there. We're like, we just kept going and going, and it was like I think it was like we spent like 30 minutes on just one little riff.
Yeah, because we kept passing the riff back. Like we would like two of us would play the rhythm of that riff, and then one person would just go off on it and like just do a little ditty on it. We just kept passing it back and forth.
I still remember because that was the riff I came up with.
Yeah. So like you had the like I think I came up with like the initial like doo 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 doo, and then like Alan, I still know your bass riff though. Like I can play that bass riff.
It is
the guitar. Get the guitar.
It is so good.
Oh god.
I can't get my good bass out right now.
Prove it.
Okay, here's what we'll do. One night, Matt will grab his. You still have your guitar, your acoustic, right?
Yeah.
Matt will grab his acoustic. I will grab my acoustic bass, and we will sit here and we will play just a little taste of it for you.
That's when we do the live episode together.
Yep.
Like when we're all in the same room and we record live. That's what we'll do. It'll be great.
We'll give Graham a conga.
No, he needs a djembe.
He needs a djembe.
Dude, the djembe is the answer, dude. I remember that was like my nighttime jam tool because like Derek would play his guitar. I'd just grab a djembe and just fucking boom, 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 boom. It's great.
So speaking of first times, then, since I don't have any, well, I do have some first with you guys, but not my first time doing that. What year did Desperado come out, Alan?
What? Desperado?
Yeah.
Desperado.
Desperado with Antonio Banderas.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yep.
That was my first time. Me and my buddies were snowboarding at Tower Hill, and we actually were drinking Mickey's that day. Some dude invited us over to his trailer to like hang out, and
that's never a good sign.
Continue the party. No. And that was my first time that I got like stoned. I remember sitting on like a truck bench in this dude's bedroom, 4 feet away from a big screen. Back then, a big screen was rear projection or whatever. Yep. This massive stereo system, watching Desperados. The whole house shook every time the bass went off. And I remember watching that and then ending up in like a black light room, a single kick drum and snare. And I just remember like just doing this for hours That's my first time. Like, and that's all I remember. I remember who I was with. But man, like that was it.
Just the thought of
So
you just
no, every
boom
time,
chick, boom
yeah.
chick,
No, it
boom
wasn't even
chick.
that. It was just like just ripped, dude. Like, and the music was Bone
Oh.
Thugs and Harmony, things like that.
Oh
like,
yeah, man.
and
Were you
Dude,
listening to it on an 8-track too?
yeah, Glass is last
I
record actually.
I
Litho
unabashedly
Graph.
love Bone Thugs, man.
Oh God.
Bone Thugs is lit,
Dude,
man.
we're out playing disc golf tonight. Hey, by the way, if you guys don't know that we have no topic for tonight, so we're just doing this.
Yeah, this is literally just us chatting.
Just chatting tonight.
Just
chatting.
shooting the shit.
So me and my buddy and his family went out disc golfing. And by the way, he's got 2 boys that just started disc golfing late last fall and then did winter discing. And they're right now, I would consider them like top of their game for like Bemidji.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Like if they went and did leagues, they'd be top
Why
6
don't they
for
play
sure.
leagues? Did they play in the tournament?
No, they're basketball players. So all summer long they're doing basketball training. Like these kids could go pro, semi-pro for sure.
Okay.
Anyway, we're out throwing tonight. By the way, my best this year. First 9 I was 2 over and I ended at 4 over.
Nice.
Yeah.
Attaboy. I'll still beat
Yeah.
you in disc golf though any day.
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, better than I do.
It hasn't happened yet because every time Matt and I went out, we always no, it was always either you or me. We're always together though. Always within a point of each other.
Oh yeah.
No, we would go out there and we'd like hard compete with each other, and always like it would be one dude one day, one dude the next day.
Yeah,
I'm really rusty now, dude. Like I don't get to go out and play if I still lived in Bemidji every day, 100%.
Dude,
Yeah.
like, well, like when we were down at our at Jake's, remember Jake's birthday, we went out and like, so Matt and I ended up like we just drew, what was it, like drew straws or something, or
No, it was flipping
flipping discs, and Matt and I ended up being partnered, which was really funny, and like we ended up just absolutely wrecking everyone there. Which, to be fair, like a couple of the guys never really played.
We wrecked everybody except for Joe and Bill, because Joe and Bill they lost by 1 point.
No.
But I mean, like if they didn't screw us over on a couple shots with the cards, we definitely would have smoked everybody.
That like I had like 2 amazing putt, like 1 amazing putt and 1 absolutely awesome roll.
Yeah, I mean the hard thing for me is that I, like a dumbass, decided we were playing all putters.
Yeah, you and I were the only ones that did all putters.
No, everybody did all putters.
Did they?
I only brought putters.
Okay.
Yeah, I only brought putters.
Because I just grabbed mine, yeah.
If I would have had my regular discs, dude, it'd have been birdies all day.
Yeah.
I've been going through and like I dumped all the discs that I'm used to playing because I have like 25 discs and was carrying a bag and realized I'd always go like the same 3 or 4 discs all the time. So now I bought a little satchel bag.
A nutsack?
Not a nutsack. It's a Prodigy bag. Yeah. Well, Prodigy is like all they sell in Bemidji now.
I mean, I wish I had it on me, but it's like in my truck. I would go grab my Viking. That's like my favorite disc.
His DX Viking.
Yep.
Well,
I'm like, yes. I throw that and nothing but that.
Really?
Unless it's over like a water hazard, then I grab my what's that one called? You were with when I bought. You were with when I bought it. It was it's is it an Innova one? Yeah, the Innova floating one.
Who are you talking to?
Matt.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. It might be like it's probably like a Blizzard Dragon or something like that. I think it's a dragon. I think it's a dragon. Yeah, because dragons float.
Yeah. But like I bought that one because of the Bemidji course. Remember there was like that what was that, hole 8?
16. Hole 16.
Or hole 16 has that big water hazard, and I lost like 4 or 5 discs in that damn thing.
You know what? Back in the day, it's a hole. I want to say it's hole 10. hole 10. Yeah, hole 10 back in the day, like, because that's hole 10's the one with the basket on the hill, right? Like on the little
Yeah.
dirt mound.
Yep.
Back in the day,
Right before the river. Creek.
that whole left side used to be creek.
Yep.
That was all water hazard in there. So like,
Yep.
and then it's just dried up, which is crazy because now that hole is so much easier without that.
I'll be honest,
and they moved the basket on that hole.
Did
Really?
they? Where they move it now?
Down in that flat there.
Really? Why?
They took it off the hill completely.
Weird.
Yeah.
Lame.
So
Why?
now legit, it's a bird almost every time now.
Wow.
Lame. It was perfect where it was.
I love, like, my first experience disc golfing was the Bemidji course. It was like the first time I'd ever tossed any disc for anything, and I don't know. I love it. Like, it's still I've gone to a couple courses since, and it's still my favorite that I've been to.
Yeah, they've changed a lot.
Yeah. And the storms have helped a lot too. The storms have changed the course too. Like just like I remember like hole 11, there used to be so many trees on hole 11. And they're no, it's not hole 11, it's hole 13.
Yeah.
13. That used to be like heavily wooded, like tunnel shot. Now it's like wide open because like 20 trees went down right there.
Yep. That's actually a pretty easy one now. Or not easy. I mean, if you have to get through that first bundle, but
the thing about Bemidji, like that's my first experience. I think I fell in love with disc golf after playing at Highbridge, but then like I like practiced and got good at Bemidji.
Yep.
But I mean, outside of like just fuck you, outside of like really really nice courses, Bemidji's still definitely like my absolute favorite. Maybe there's just like
Bemidji's
the bias.
hard, though. That's the thing. Like when you go to other courses and they're longer and they have some like different terrain, like uphill or like some steep caverns and stuff like that, or like sharp turns that you can't see at all those blind spots. The thing is, with a lot of other courses that I've played, like Minnesota wise, they're pretty clear, right? Like they clean them up pretty good. Bemidji just does a path. If that disc is not on that path, fuck it. You're like your search party all the time.
Dude,
that course is tough if you can't stay on the path.
The Park Rapids course that Matt and I were on, like that one was seriously straights all day long. There was no dog legs, there was no corners.
Isn't that just a 2-par anyway?
It's basically it's a 9-hole you can play twice, but like that and like the Bagley course, I think those are good courses for people who are like trying to learn how to play disc golf.
Yeah, or if you're just need a good spot to throw far and try to get without losing a disc.
If you're trying to test your distance, I mean, I personally think like if you're trying to teach your kids how to play, that's a good course for that. I would say outside of Bemidji, my favorite course is probably Calvary. I mean, I really like Kaposia, but that's like
I was gonna say Kaposia.
You take a lot of people to Kaposia, they're gonna get kind of freaked out because like those courses are definitely harder if you don't know how to like throw. I mean, because like I'm not great at disc golf, but like I know like how to throw a left-handed or right-handed curve. Like I know how to avoid shit for the most part.
Yeah, because like, the first like 4 holes on that are like so wide open right there. Down on that flat.
But then you get into the woods and it's a little bit trickier. Blue Ribbon Pines is super good. That's got some absolute unit of bombers. The Preserve in Clearwater, that's pretty nice too. That's a lot of bombers though, not a lot of trickiness. But Calvary and St. Cloud is fantastic. Graham took a shit in those woods.
We did do 2 courses that day too, didn't we?
No, we just did the one. We just went to Calvary. And yeah, you took a shit over there.
Yep. Yeah.
So
he also did that in the Grand Rapids course.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
Graham's a course.
That was really funny because the Grand Rapids course was like
I just did the other day in Bemidji too.
It was like when we went to the Grand Rapids, we were playing we were double booked that weekend to play a show there at the Legion.
Yeah.
And like so like we ended up like just staying there the whole weekend and so like that Saturday or whatever, like we got up and we're like, let's go do something. So we went and ate somewhere. Was it at Zorba's or no? No, we went to
Graham's body can't handle Zorbas and then go.
No, we went to a couple craft.
That's actually probably what we did do. Is have,
we
Perkins. We had Perkins that morning.
No, it was a local. It was a local place that we went to, and then like afterwards, like we went to the disc golf course, and like it was like hole 3, and like here's Graham. He's like, "Oh shit, I got a shit." And so like
that is the phrase all the time.
He goes out like Sasquatch in the woods, man. I think because I snapped a picture and sent it to you, Matt.
Oh, you know what? I think I remember that now. Yeah, dude, Graham loves the shit in the woods, dude.
You got it, man. That's like favorite. That's all natural, man. Use poison ivy leaves to wipe your bum.
Ooh. You know, so
I do poop in the woods a lot.
so check this out, dude. So I get a phone call today.
Oh, Alan's like on eating. What's going on?
He drunk. I got this phone call today, right? And it's from Canada. And I'm like, what is this? I thought it was a spam call. And this dude, hold on. Let me play it into the mic for you. Hold on. Let's see here. Hopefully this comes through. Let me see here. Let's see. Right here from Kamsack, Saskatchewan, Canada. So let's see here. Hold on. That
we're just zoomed in on you.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Why won't you play? Oh, here we go. Go back one more time.
Champion Leopard 3 with your name on it. If you want to just give me a call or a text back at the number 306-59.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's can't dox him there. So I don't know if that came through at all. But basically, he said that there is an I Die Champion Leopard 3 with my name on it. I haven't thrown a Leopard 3
since Bemidji.
Like, yeah. We're talking probably 8 years ago. And so I was like, where did you find it again? And he's like, yada yada, because I called him back. I hope I don't get charged up the ass for that, by the way. But I only talked to him for like a minute, so but he was like, yeah, it's some course up in Canada. I'm like, here's the thing, man, I live in Minnesota. I do not know how that disc got up there. I don't even remember that disc. So I was like, yeah, that's yours, dude. Like, now it's storied. So like, I don't know how it got up there, but it's all yours. That is crazy to me. Number one, that somebody decided they didn't feel like calling me when they found it locally. And like, I'm trying to just think of that journey. Like, you know, the person that got that disc before they found, like, the person who's thrown that before the dude who called me, like, did he bring that to Canada, or was he down in the States and he found it after somebody else lost it and then he failed to call me? Like, there's so many different variables about where this disc went. And I think it's hilarious. But I was like, keep it going, man. Like,
right? Like, if you lose it, leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, dude, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, because like, I mean, where is that? Hold on, let me see.
I think Alan's a little overexcited about your story here.
Are you sure it wasn't Graham that stole it from you?
It's crazy.
Crazy.
I'm just wondering, like, okay, so Kamsack, Saskatchewan. Where's Kamsack, Saskatchewan?
Well, Saskatchewan's like way up there, so, well, not really, but
I'm gonna take a look because, like, okay, so Kamsack, Saskatchewan.
I know Saskatchewan isn't that far away because, like, in our band, like, our lead singer, like, I always told our lead singer where he's supposed to say I'm from, and usually he says I'm from like someplace like Oslo, Norway, or, you know, Stockholm, Sweden. And like, I remember a couple times saying I'm
Mexico City, Mexico.
No, I don't look Mexican.
All right, so he was in Manitoba for sure, Like I know he was in Manitoba, so disc golf
But
in Manitoba.
just hold on because like I gotta finish this before I
No,
forget. But like I
Make
remember
him forget.
I remember one time saying, Jason, just tell him I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Oh God.
Saskatoon. I remember you're just like Jason, I'm from Saskatoon. You couldn't sing a
Saskatoon.
damn lyric that whole night, but you could say that word.
Okay, so he found it in Kilkona Lakes disc golf in Winnipeg. So I guess that's not too crazy far away from Bemidji. So I had to have lost.
Though.
I had to have lost it either in Bemidji or Superior, and it made its way up to Winnipeg.
Yep.
So
That's just
if
that's-
you're a friend of mine and you found my disc, and you let some poser from Canada, you took it to Canada #1, didn't call me. Fuck you.
Mhm.
That's crazy to me though. Like I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It's in Canada. So
that's really funny. Like that's just I don't know. Like if because like some of our viewers or listeners may not realize, but like when you play disc golf, like on your disc you write your name and your phone number.
Yeah.
If you ever happen to lose it, which I don't know, Matt, how many discs have I lost in Bemidji? I don't know, like 6.
Well, you've probably only owned like 3 discs in your life, so
No, I have
How many have you gotten back? That's
none
the
of
thing,
them.
like, I
That
lost
was
2 this year, and I've gotten none back. And
that
they
was
have my names on them. They're not, and I've looked. They're not where I knew they would be either.
that's the whole reason why I got the floating disc, because I never lost them anywhere else except in the water hazards.
Oh yeah.
I've lost quite a few discs. I had like this sweet airborne leopard that I lost in Glenwood.
Yeah.
In Glenwood. I've lost a couple discs in Bemidji, but not anything that like I was like too upset about. Although, okay, so I have one disc that I'm filled with regrets about. So Graham remembers this disc too. My Purple Truth, my mid range.
Oh, dude, yeah, the truth, man.
Is my favorite disc, and I just crushed with it. And I remember I lost it in Bemidji, and I went there the next day. It was pouring rain. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going discing," and I found the fucker where I thought it was. I was like, "Oh God," because it was like 3 days, I think, actually, not the next day, and
Yeah,
I found
it was
it.
a while.
And then I was like, sick. And then I kept it all that time, like another 2 years. I've kept that disc and went several courses around Wisconsin, Minnesota, and I took it to Glenwood once, and I threw it on one hole, and it went like down the hill into like this shitty marsh area. Never found it. Never got a call back. I went in there during the winter just to see if it was in there. Never found it. And like and I have another truth, but like nothing will ever compare to that particular disc.
Yep.
And it makes me so sad. Like that's like if I were to ever lose like my Tesla, that's a driver I have, I'd be devastated because that disc is amazing.
I've gotten to the point on the holes that I know, like doing double over 16. I always throw like an Innova disc that I don't care about.
But see, like that's the thing though, is if you're throwing a disc that you love and you know how to throw, you should just trust the disc.
Oh, I know, but then I'm like, I'm never gonna get that disc again. Well,
I know.
there are some wackos that will go swimming in those ponds.
The nice thing is there's a lot of people that actually go like wetsuit. They'll put on a wetsuit and they'll dive in there and they'll pull out like 70 discs at the end of the season. But they'll like literally say, "Hey, if you lost a disc in here, let me know. I'll let you know if I have it. He'll just give it back to you."
I just realized that whole time I had myself muted.
No, you didn't.
No, I did on the recording.
What?
Oh,
What?
gotcha.
Can't hear you.
Like the entire episode?
No, just that part.
Oh, when you were
So-
stomping your stuff in your face?
Yeah. So let's
What?
go back. Let's go back to that, and we'll get the same reaction here.
What? No, we won't get the same reaction. It'd be
For
different.
those
now.
who don't know, Alan was just telling an epic story about a kid in the lake.
Yeah, we're not gonna go back and recut this.
And he had
Damn
himself
it.
muted. This is what happens when you take a 3-second shot of whiskey before we start, dude.
Not just
And
any
you-
whiskey. This is
and you need-
Metallica whiskey.
Let's see it, Alan. And
You
then
wanna
I
see-
think you need to do another 3-second
Oh
shot.
God.
Oh yeah.
So
Dude,
We're
this
gonna make sure those box of cheeses
That
are
was
gone
full.
before the end of the episode. Do it.
That
do
was
another poll
full.
there,
it was like up to the like almost
Yeah. It was
right there on the
basically full.
neck.
Dude, just do another 3-second poll, dude.
We need to get this facial expression going here.
Yeah, 3-second poll, dude.
All right,
You
hold
got
on.
this.
Well, I want to make sure
Oh.
that box of Cheez-Its gets eaten tonight.
Oh, he's got to
It's-
cleanse his palate really
He
quick.
does. All right. They're
My
almost
box
done.
of bacon cheddar duos.
That is
Oh,
like the
damn.
definition of Fat Boys cheese. It's right there.
Oh damn. Okay.
I mean, so like just for our viewers, this is not any whiskey. This is Metallica's blackened whiskey. See?
yeah. How was it made, Alan? Let's
So,
hear this
what-
ridiculous story.
So what they do with this?
Are you sure you're not muted?
Yeah, I'm unmuted. I've already checked that. No, so
What?
like what they do with this is like in the whiskey cask, what they ended up doing is they blast it with the sound of Blackened by Metallica. So like they just constantly are pounding it, like it's on Blackened on repeat. So it's like it's infused with the sonic waves of Blackened.
That's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever
It
heard.
is.
I know.
I have this new whiskey called Thong Song whiskey, and it's just Cisco blasting into whiskey, and it comes in a thong flask. I mean, it's gorgeous.
You
I
know
buy that.
he lives in
The stupidest
Minnesota.
thing-
He lives in Minnesota now, right?
Does
You
he?
know
I'm
that,
fact
right? Yeah.
checking that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm look-
All right. Are you guys ready for the second 3-second poll?
I am ready,
Yeah.
dude.
By the way, I think I paid like $70 for this bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're only in it for the bottle anyways. It's fine.
So, all right, ready?
Oh, he does. He lives in Maple Grove.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you ready, Matt? You gonna count down?
I'm ready.
All right.
3, 2, 1,
Are we doing another
1.
3,
2, 3.
Well, bye, Alan.
All right, let's see that bottle because I don't think he really took that much. I think he cheated it. Oh, he scammed us on the shots, dude. That line didn't move at all.
I told you.
Oh, it did too.
He took it like he was kissing for the first
Yeah.
time.
Oh God.
He did the shit I did when people would tell me to take a bottle after I've had like 7 shots. I just like put my tongue over the tip and pretend I'm drinking
Yup.
because like usually everybody's too drunk to notice by that point. I 100% do that because I'm a smart drunk.
No.
So
No. I mean, okay. Let's see where it was.
no, it barely moved. It was not right there.
It was
before
right
you
there,
did
and I
that.
took that much.
All right,
I
well,
took that
don't worry.
much.
We'll see it. We'll see it in the VOD, and then Graham and I are gonna berate you when we
Okay.
see it, dude.
Probably.
Right.
So, all right, Alan, let's do some Ask Reddits.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a couple decent ones tonight. Pretty funny one. Like
Read them really slow because I really want to see you extra drunk after that last half shot.
you just like I just want to see how slow you are.
Well, I mean,
In bed.
oh shit.
All right. So here's an easy one, Matt. I know you're going to be really good about this. So the question is, what type or genre of music do you absolutely hate?
Huh.
So Matt, I'm going to go with you first. Type or genre of music that you absolutely hate.
90s pop.
That's
Oh baby.
Like no. Like I mean, like
oh, not
when
that stuff. Like, oh
like-
yeah.
like the Jesse McCartneys and shit. So like here's the thing. I would rather listen to country, and I hate country, but I would rather listen to country than listen to 90s pop. Like I fucking hate it. It's so cringy. The music fucking sucks. Like
Mhm.
even like if you go to like 2000s pop kind of sucks too. Like 2010s pop it's fine, I guess. But like 90s pop, like the synth, like it's like a shitty mix of 80s pop and like what pop should have been as technology got better. But 90s pop fucking sucks.
I mean 2010s pop we had Lady Gaga.
yeah, I mean like
May I-
kind of
May I remind everyone, like she writes her own shit.
I can't see that, Graham. Your camera sucks.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll
Here it
say.
is.
No. Here's what I'll say about like
I just tried to hear it through my headphones.
what you would consider pop music, like 2010s through right now. It's less of like that industry plant kind of like, oh yeah, I the producers made this and wrote my lyrics. Like you're seeing a rise of more like genuine, I wrote this kind of music, I feel like. And like
Katy
those,
Perry's.
yeah, and then like if you look at like places like SoundCloud or even like TikTok, like how many artists are blowing up off of those platforms for shit that they're doing that's original. You know, but I mean, who knows? Like I could change my mind in time because like I remember like back when I lived with Alan, right? 2008, 2009, like listening to like the hip hop back then, thinking like, dude, this is the move right now.
Yep.
And then like switching that to now and listening to hip hop, it's like, oh god, that stuff sucks. Or even like when I was in high school, like, oh my god, like the bass on this song is so good, blah 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 blah. And I listen to it now and I'm like, oh god, it's just not that good. Whereas like
No.
if I listen to like old metal, or like if I listen to like old Korn, old Slipknot, old Limp Bizkit, like that shit still to me, you know, stands the test of time. Like I feel like, I mean, oh god, Alan, you got to cheese it, just chilling in the beard right here.
Oh damn it! I got it out. I could
But
zoom
like,
in on it.
but like a lot of those old rock and metal bands, like
Not
they
supposed
hold
to
up
say
still.
anything.
Right, that would have been great. They still hold up, which is fucking fantastic.
Yep.
All right, Graham, your turn.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I have a real hard time with. All I hear is his hand in the cheese.
Alan's drunk, dude. Alan's drunk. You have a hard time with what?
Anyone?
Well, guys, this has been fun. Welcome to
Go ahead.
Oh.
Genre or type of music that you hate, Graham. Go.
God. 80s and backwards country.
backwards country.
Like 70s, 60s, all that crap. Like 95, 92 around there, like Garth Brooks, John Michael Montgomery, that whole Brooks and Dunn, I'm good with. Anything like classic country, I can't handle.
Like a Johnny Cash?
No, because he doesn't fit just in that, because he's blues, he's alternative, he's
Hank
Johnny.
Williams?
Johnny's Hank is also outlaw. They're both outlaw
Yeah.
country,
yeah.
which is essentially just an evolution of rock, which
like
evolved
Dolly
from
Parton type
country.
crap, like Kenny Rogers, not Neil Diamond, but yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Neil Diamond's awesome.
not Neil
Neil
Diamond.
Diamond's my country.
But no, like that type of like I can't handle like that classic oldies country stuff. Anything that was like pop TV country back in the day too, that they would do like on those black and white shows, like I can't handle any of that stuff. But anything
Okay.
now, you get me into the blues areas, anything like that, like I'm good. You know, I'm always
Yep.
good for that stuff. But yeah, that type of crap. I did a wedding once, and half the family, like the old timers in there, wanted country, and so I'm playing like I'm playing country, like nowadays country, and they were like, no, like the classics, and they were going back to like 70s and 80s. I'm like, no, like the latest I
Just
got was
torture.
90s stuff. Yeah, it was the worst. I did like 2 Kenny Rogers song, and I about barfed.
Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers. Welcome to Jackass.
Come on, Kenny Rogers
all right,
ain't bad.
All right, Alan, what's your most hated?
Realistically, my most hated is basically any pop music that is written by someone else. So I'm talking about like your fucking American Idol bullshit.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
That is like, honestly, like I tried to watch American Idol or The Voice or whatever Masked Singer, any of these reality shows, and anybody that comes out of that, like with the exception of Kelly Clarkson.
Mm-hmm.
I think I love Kelly Clarkson. I think she's great, but with the exception of that, I think most of it is just overproduced, absolute hot garbage. It's like none of them really write their own shit. Like anyone who doesn't,
Well, I know you're a Chris Daughtry fan too.
oh yeah, Chris
Fuck
Daughtry,
Chris Daughtry. He's a douchebag, dude.
absolutely.
He's an asshole.
He is, but did you hear his rendition of Temple of the Dog?
No, because Soundgarden sucks.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding. Soundgarden's good. I just wanted to see your reaction.
I love Soundgarden, man.
All right, what else have we got here?
All right, so the next one we got.
I want to get back to Alan giggling again.
All right, this is number.
Ape. What was this?
I don't know.
That's what he was doing last Saturday night with that.
It's like my eighth cornea. Coronary. He's doing a Ditka over there. Ditka. Sausages. Ditka.
This is going to be interesting, actually, to hear from both of you. Is who is your celebrity crush? We're going to start with Graham this time. So, Graham, who is your celebrity crush?
Brad Pitt, Legends of the Fall.
You know what? I want to make fun of you, but like
that is like oddly specific, but understandable, I guess.
Graham's like any movie where Brad Pitt has long hair, I'm into it. Celebrity crush. So it can be singers, anybody, right?
Yeah, singers.
Oh, I thought I was going. It's okay, but yeah,
singers, movie stars. I mean, it doesn't matter. Any absolute celebrity. It's like you could have a crush on like Barack Obama for all I care. Or I don't think we have any conservative viewers. Sarah Palin.
Oh, gross. Okay, so my celebrity crush.
Don't you know?
For me, it's Natalie Dormer.
Dude, that is such a good one to have.
Mm-hmm. Natalie Dormer but Natalie Dormer in The Tudors and Natalie Dormer in The Hunger Games. Marjorie Tyrell was okay, but like
how about her How about her character in Captain America: The First Avenger?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the fucking Cheez-Its in your mouth.
No. Her character the first Avenger,
too.
yeah. TFA.
I mean, realistically, anything that Natalie Dormer is in is fantastic. She is an absolute smoke show.
So when I ate popcorn, I didn't talk the whole time at all.
I know, I tried to.
This is like that one time that Matt got super stoned on the show, and we just couldn't do anything else.
In the classics, dude.
Yeah. In the garage.
You know, how do you know I'm not that way already right now?
It's true.
Oh man,
it's kicked in.
Who's your celebrity crush, Alan?
It's probably Natalie Portman.
I knew he was going to go there. God, I knew it
because
instantly.
Because Alan jerked off a whole
Damagala or whatever her name was.
Queen Damagala.
Exactly. Grant, goddamn, you know me too well.
Alan was probably just jerking it to the prequel over and over again, like Queen Amidala.
Queen Amidala. Missy, a humble servant.
Oh God. No, Natalie Portman is definitely hot. Like I remember. I mean, I was only like, because that came out in '99, so I was 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, Queen Amidala low key hot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was also too young to know what jerking off even was, so like I didn't have that issue.
You just knew. Like you're just like, oh my God, I love Natalie Portman.
She's really pretty. Yeah, she's really pretty.
Here's a fun fact. Who's the actress in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh,
I can't.
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley was actually Natalie Portman's. Like she played the handmaiden to Queen Amidala in Star Wars. Because
look very similar.
Yep. And exactly, they had a really good friendship. I don't know if that's like continued to today, but like I just remember reading about a ton of stuff about that, like how like they were actually like really good friends on set and all this stuff. And yeah, she played the stunt double for Queen Amidala in episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Episode 1 was the best one of all three.
Which side note, I unabashedly and unironically love The Phantom Menace.
I mean, I think it's because we were so young when it came out. There's a little bit of like nostalgia there.
Well,
because like obviously when we were young, we watched like the original ones.
Yep.
But like, once those came out, like that was our generation's Star Wars movies. Because everybody loved all the movies when we were kids.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing about the prequels is like episode 1 gets a lot of shit for like some of the stuff, like basically like
they added all this shit into the
lore. Like, well, they added all this stuff. I mean, for our viewers and listeners that do not know, I am like a huge, massive Star Wars nerd. Like when I was like 8 years old, I like subscribed to a book club just so I could order all the latest Star Wars books, and like I own like almost every Star Wars book ever written.
This is gonna turn into one of those like TV sitcom things where it's just Alan talking about Star Wars for the next 35 minutes.
I could like I was one of the
really
I was actually I'm actually one of the earliest like editors to Wikipedia, which is the Star Wars wiki. Like I'm actually one of the earliest editors to that, because like I've read and consumed so much Star Wars media. It's like absolutely like I haven't done that as much now, like in my later years, like since I got out of college and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
let me ask you this. Did you ever peruse like the dirty fanfics?
No. I never did any of that.
He's lying.
No.
He's lying.
That's cap.
The giggle tells it right there.
That's cap. That's straight cap.
It's so not fair right now because I had like
Leia, let me put my lightsaber in you, Leia.
I just want to point out that this was absolutely full, like up to here when I started tonight.
Do another 3-second poll, dude. You won't.
No,
this episode is brought to you, or will be recalled absolute ass. By the way,
I gotta work in the morning, man.
You're not happily. Take another swing there, Alan.
I might have to take a sick day though. But I mean, getting back to that, like Natalie Portman, because of Queen Amidala.
I was trying to get away from that, and he goes, "But getting back to it, I told you, 25 minutes of Star Wars."
It is my celebrity crush, which, and then lo and behold, she shows up in Marvel's Thor of all places.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. I mean, seriously, you just can't get much better than that, right? And now, and now she's.
You can.
I mean, and now she's becoming Lady Thor. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. She's a good actress, man. Like, have you watched Black Swan? Like, absolutely killed it, man. Like, absolutely killed it.
You only like that movie because she's getting down with Mila Kunis.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I mean, that's great. It's still a great movie.
That's an Oscar winner scene.
It's still a great movie. It's still a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap!
All right, so I have another couple of them. Do you guys want to do?
Let's do one more.
One more. Oh
this
man,
it's ridiculous.
One more. All right, I'm gonna save this next one for next time.
Alan's drunk.
He's like,
I know, it's so great.
Next time.
Yeah, bitches.
Okay, what is something that you think everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime? I'm gonna let you guys have this.
Getting
I'm really
smoking
curious.
pot. Smoking pot. 1000% smoking pot. Because like, and here's why. Because like everybody's always like, oh God, it's so bad. Like it's a drug, blah 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 blah. But like once you smoke it once, like you're right, it's not that bad. Like I laughed a lot. Like even if like you get paranoid afterwards, you're like, oh actually, you know what, that wasn't that bad. Like oh God, he opened his mouth and you can see it. God. Hopefully in the post that he just zooms in on us.
Oh my God, Alan. Well,
You know
next
what?
week, folks, we'll have a new producer. It will just go back to Graham and Matt next week, guys.
Yeah. You know what? I think on that note we're gonna call it. We're gonna save that question for next week too. You've been watching It's a Graham Matt podcast. I'm Matt and I'm not drunk. But we do encourage Alan being drunk though. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm Graham and that's Cheeto Boy below us here. Or Cheez-Its Boy. Oh my God. Bye.
And I'm Alan, and this is the entire box of Cheez-Its that I had that I was munching on all night. Gone.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.